Then what if the angle value, we need to find that we cannot use unit-circle. Okay, such as, I can give you maybe cosine theta equal to 0.611 like that. I don't know the exact value of 0.611 in this case. So, and then obviously this value is not on the unit circle either. So unfortunately, without using calculator, we cannot solve this problem. Then we need to solve it using the calculator. So I will tell you which function key do you have to use. If you have any TI 30 series or even other calculator, you will see either ARC sine, ARC cosine, ARC tangent. It can be written as sine -1, cosine -1, tangent -1 as well. But they are exactly same meaning here. So we can use this function key and then find out those values. So therefore, these questions you can find out the theta equal to cosine -1 0.611 like that. The reason you can do so because this indicates arc value. So I told you that from the last time, cosine theta equal this one means cosine theta corresponding this arc value, right? Therefore, inverse trigonometric function defined as arc like this. Or we can also indicate this way too. So you can find out the answer like that. So if you actually do it, then you got the answer is around 52.34 like that. Okay? Then let's do one more. Maybe tangent theta equal to 1.25. Okay? So this one also you can do same thing. So just make theta equal to tangent -1, 1.25. If you do it, then you will get the answer is around 51.34 here. The problem is we have 6 different trigonometric functions, but it only indicates 3 of them. So what if it asks you cosecant theta equal to, let's say, 1.71 like that? Then we have the problem because we have no such a function key secant theta, cosecant theta here. But you know that this means 1 over sine theta, right? Thus you can rewrite it. So this case, you can rewrite this 1 over sine theta equal to 1.71 over 1 and cross multiply, then become 1.71 sine theta equal to 1. So divide by 1.71. Then what do you get? Sine theta equal to 0.585, and just using inverse sine 0.585, then you will get around 35 degrees here. So theta equal to 35.8 degrees, something like that. Okay? The another part is, what if it's given like this? The cosine inverse root 3 over 2. Then you know that the cosine and then cosine inverse, they're already inverse function. Therefore, inside value is always the answer. We learned that any inverse function each other, then they're going to be x is the answer, and this time x equals this value. So this case, you just cancel this out, then root 3 over 2 will be the answer. The same as maybe sine inverse, maybe 4 over 5. Then just the 4 over 5 is the answer. However, the problem is they are not the same value, such as cosine, sine, negative 1 over 2. Then now we have the problem. Especially 1 over 2 is 30, 60, 90 triangle value. So you can find from the unit circle. Okay, then you need to find out angle value first using this one. So 1 over 2 is so right here and here. So corresponding here basically. So corresponding angle is pi over 6 or 5 pi over 6 here. Right? So at that time, sine these two angles will be 1 over 2. Therefore, this angle values is pi over 6 or 5 pi over 6. Therefore, this case you can generate cosine pi over 6 and then cosine 5 pi over 6. And the answer become root 3 over 2 and then negative root 3 over 2. But if we limited maybe quadrant 2 or quadrant 1, then you have to choose one of them anyway. Okay? Then next one is so what if we have maybe cosecant, arc, sine, negative 2 over 3. Okay. Unfortunately, negative 2/3, this value is not on the unit circle. So you have two different methods here. So one is using the calculator, or you may use triangle. But this time, we may ask you to find the value without using calculator. So I'm gonna use triangle formula. Look at this arc sine. So on the triangle, arc sine means what? Opposite over hypotenuse, right? And then one key point is the hypotenuse never going to be negative. It's always positive. The reason is that's the radius value. Therefore, we can indicate this is negative 2 and this is 3. Okay, then you can use the Pythagorean theorem, then you can find this length of the leg. So 3 square equal to negative 2 square plus x square. So this is 9 equal to 4 plus x square, then x squared equal to 5, so x equal to square root of 5. Okay. Of course, it can be plus and minus though, because it's based in the quadrant, right? So I can rewrite this plus and minus root of 5. It can be both direction. Don't forget plus and minus on this case direction here. But this time we are finding cosecant. So cosecant means only the hypotenuse over opposite. So the answer become 3 over negative 2. However, this case it was asked maybe cosine arc sine negative 2/3 like that, then you can generate two different answers, either root 5 over 3 or root 5 over 3 is based on the quadrant value.